Hello, everybody. We are here for another visualization exercise, uh, and we're going to do a cord cutting. This cord cutting is going to be for past versions of yourself or a past version. So, one single past version of you. Now, a cord cutting is an energetic release or to an attachment of an attachment that you have. You can do cord cuttings with people, with experiences. Today, we are doing the cord cutting with your own self, a past version of you. Now, a cord cutting does not mean that you magically make this thing disappear from your life. That's not how that works. When you do cord cuttings with like your mother, for example, it doesn't mean your mother goes away. It means that your energetic attachment, like the umbilical cord between you and that thing, has been cut. And so that energy is no longer seeking, that energetic attachment's no longer seeking life from your energy. And we want to do this now with a past version of you. So, as we get into this, know that you can, just like any visualization we do here, if you don't visualize in your mind's eye, that's okay. You can just think, you can feel, you can write while we do this. You can walk and just let it seep in and then, have a dream about it later, whatever works for you in that way. And you can do this as many times as you would like to. Now, as we go into the visualization, I will ask you to focus on one past version of you. And just to give you some, like nervous system calming, so you know what to expect, you can actually have like a date, a time, like the image of you at an age in your mind or in a circumstance, or it can be a past energetic version of you. So maybe a you that really wanted validation, or a you that was binge eating at 1 a.m. or something, eating a whole bag of popcorn. I would be talking about myself in that. So, whatever, there's not a right way. It's just a energetic or actual version of you that I would love for you to have in mind. And then, yeah. So like I said, no right way to do this. And afterwards, make sure to hydrate, rest. If you want to cry, let all those salty tears out, go ahead and do that. But for now, let's do this. Let's get started. I invite you to close your eyes or get prepared in whatever way it is that you're going to be doing this today. Become fully present in the here and now, releasing any obligations, expectations, to-do lists, distractions, energies from earlier in the day. Let it all go. With each inhale, your body becomes heavier on this earthly plane. You sink into the moment more deeply. With each exhale, your spirit becomes lighter and lighter, more willing and open to receive. Your body is safe and secure, fully supported here on this earthly plane, and your spirit is free to explore, to receive, to uncover information and present it to you. All within safety and love for your highest good. Always, always. Allow in your mind's eye or in your energetic knowing you as you are today to appear. This is you, who you are, exactly who you are. Coming out from the core of your body, you will notice an energetic cord, a thin, perhaps, maybe it's thick. The cord will morph and expand or shrink as we go on with this journey here today, but this cord is moving away from you and is attached to a past version of you. This past version of you, however it shows up for you, this cord is attaching to your everyday home life. This past version of you and this energetic cord is a representation of how this version of you from the past impacted and continues to impact your everyday home life. Out of another part of the core of your body comes another energetic cord attaching to the same past version of you. It may be the same one attached to the first cord, or it may be a duplicate with its own cord here. This cord attaches you today to this past version of yourself and that past version's present impact on your financial life. We have yet a third cord appear. This cord running out of the core of your body attaches to a past version of you, the same past version of you that impacted your everyday home life and your financial life. This version of you continues to impact your family life, those who are closest to you, and your relationship with them, your energetic exchange with them. We have yet a fourth cord appear. This cord attaches to the past version of you, the same past version of you. And this cord impacts how you feel about yourself, your self-worth, your self-trust, your self-love, your confidence. We have 4 cords attached to versions of you. The same past version of you that is living here attached to you, taking the life force energy out of present you, because this past version of you has not stopped walking alongside you. The first cord that is attached to your everyday home life and how that's impacting your everyday home life through your past and present version of you. Take a look at that cord. What does it look like? Is it a thick steel cord? Is it a very thin thread? Is it energetic? Is it physical in nature? What does it look like? This past version of you is impacting your everyday home life each and every day today. No matter what you do and no matter how you try to embody a different energy. It is time to release this cord and release this past version of you from impacting your present. You look into your hands or your dominant hand, and as if by magic, just the right tool appears to cut this cord. What is the tool? Connect with it and know that it's about to do a loving job for you in cutting the cord that this past version of you has attached to your everyday home life. You take the tool and without hesitating, you cut the cord. It falls away. And is no longer attached to you. You release the past version of you from your everyday home life. We move on to the cord that is attaching your past version of you to your present financial life. This could be your work life. It could be how you receive or give money, how worthy you feel of having money, how confident you feel with money. Take a moment and observe the cord, noting what it looks like. And again, as if by magic, just the right tool appears in your hands to cut this cord. Observe the tool, and with confidence, you cut the cord. The past version of you you're working with today is no longer seeping into your present financial life. You have released the past version of yourself with gratitude, with love, from your present energy. The cord disappears, and you are no longer giving of your vital life source energy to this past version of you in this area. You have released the cords that the past version of you has put into your energy, to your home life, your everyday life, and your financial life. We move now to your family life. These are the people that you interact with most, the people you count as family. This past version of you is impacting those relationships, how you are in those relationships, how you see those relationships. Take a look at that cord. What is it made of? What does it look like? There's often a lesson to be learned in the cord itself. Once again, as if by magic, the exactly right tool to cut that cord appears in your hands. You know it's time to release the past version of you that is here today from your current family relationships. With a deep breath, total confidence, you cut that cord. The cord falls away and disappears. And you have released the past version of you, so it is no longer impacting your present relationships with your family. We move finally to the fourth cord we're examining today. And this is the cord attaching the past version of you to the way you see yourself in the present, what you feel about yourself, your self-worth, your confidence, your self-love, the thoughts you think about yourself, what you think you're worthy of, your self-trust. Observe the cord. What does it look like? This might just be the most important cord of all. The fourth and final tool, just like magic, appears in your hands to cut this cord. What is the tool? Receive it gratefully. And without hesitating, cut the cord that your past self has attached to your present self, your present self-worth, self-trust, self-love. The cord is cut, and it falls away, disappearing. That energy being released back to the universe to be transmuted throughout all time, space, and dimension into loving source energy. The past version of you that showed up here today brings powerful lessons and reminders. It is a part of you, very much a part of you. And today you have cut the cords that past version of you has attached to your present energy. You are no longer feeding the past version of you with your present energy, your precious, vital life source energy. You have released that tie. You have cut it in 4 areas. And you are free to cut the ties again, should they reform, reattach, knowing that it's always within your power to cut the cords between this past version of you and the present version of you. Your energy today is for the present and the future. Cut the cords to the past. and move forward with steadfast confidence in yourself and with the energy to hold that confidence. It's with the greatest love that we detach today from this past version of you. Gratitude for the lessons learned. But now it's time to come fully back into this present, newly rejuvenated in your energy, detached from the past version of you that has been walking with you for so long. Put your hands on your body, become aware of your breathing again. Roll your head, your neck, your shoulders, move your fingers, your toes, and come fully back to the present. And just like that, you are here. We're here together. And it's time to move forward. If you would like to do more on this, you could pull a card for each of the versions of yourself, or each of the ties, rather. It was one version of you, but each of the cords, what did we do? I just receive it as I do it. We did your everyday home life, your finances, your family relationships, and your self-love, self-worth, self-confidence. You could pull a card for each of those areas. You could draw a picture of the cords that you cut, or gather those tools and make like a sacred space of them, or draw them, print some pictures out, and make an altar space, or just some work around the tools or the cords. The practice is yours. It's your spiritual practice, and it's a creative connection endeavor in that practice. So whatever works for you. All right. Thank you so much for doing this with me today. Come back to it whenever